That is like a bad sleeping schedule, and Kentucky Fried Kevin says I don't think Lifecoach has slept yet, and that is pretty much accurate. Why would I sleep? I have a stuff which sees. The watcher sees through the stuff. No sleep required. So, seriously though, we are on a 7-win streak again. Not bad, not bad. And 5 is good, 10 is better. From 10 it becomes hyper serious, but I told you about the idea that I want to be serious about the games from 6.0. From 6.0 means from now. Why? Yeah, because there's a thing about I didn't want to closely track my win rate because it just completely doesn't make sense. But it kind of fits me as interesting that you have like a 50-50 to get 20-0 from 6, right? And I want to track that, right? So from 6-0, taking it serious, saying good quality, high quality games. Maybe not exactly reflected in the last game, but you know, in general. Because I really also want to know myself. I'm just super curious. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In theory, with 95%, half of our streaks should go above 20-0. Like if you track it from 6-0, right? And currently we finished like 2 streaks below that, 1 streak above that. So I'm just very curious about what kind of win rate is achievable, and therefore I do this tracking kind of on the side, or like on the side or specifically. So for me that's kind of the thing I am interested the most at the moment. So that means very clean and good watcher game. We also had very interesting games anyways. So you see that we had like a 43 card deck there. Nice non-upgraded 40 card deck here, which also led to a win. Nice 47 card deck there. 33 there. 34 here. 36 here. 35. What is that? Like what the hell is happening here in the Spire? Yeah, there was one infinite here. But otherwise we are usually well above 30. Around 30. Exactly 30. Way more than 30. Yeah, that was... we suicided there. 30-30. Always like the 35, 35, 35, 35. Funky. Funky. Very poker games. Say and fun, what's up, man? So, that is... a lot of gold. A lot of coin. It's actually only 1 coin, but we found a stupid guy who actually gave us 300 gold for that. such a fool. Oh my god. 300 gold for the old coin. Wow. Okay, so so I do see an early elite. Well, actually there's only 1 3 elite path or what? Yeah. That's a pretty accurate assessment. With a late burning elite, which I absolutely do not mind. Resting afterwards, but probably not, but just as an option. And then there's a super late elite right there. Yeah. No, I like that. That sounds super poggers. That means no late shop, right? So that means early shop. Okay. And before this elite, we even have deviation options, which you probably won't need if you go like with 400 gold into a shop. In theory, you know, we could. So what else? That's hallway number 3. If we go here and here, so that's probably just good. There's also no real hallway in between this and this. So, and not even this, you know. So what I'm saying is the 3rd hallway is free. We should definitely take that. Block 2, can we get away with that? And here we could. The front one. I was really thinking the back one. The back one means eruption strike kills. And if you do the front one, it's kind of weird. Suddenly eruption strike doesn't kill any longer. Nah. If back one, then eruption does kill. What's the downside? There is none. I think the only thing is that we can save 2 now if... That's weird. This just sets up for an easy eruption kill. And if both attack and we don't draw the eruption, then it's still not bad, because only if both attack, otherwise we can double block. And in the very, very worst case, I mean, we can even double block if any of them only attacks, you know. If the back one attacks, yeah, no, this is never bad. I mean, if one of them doesn't attack, it's super easy, right? Either we kill this, or we block this. No, this is always better. Yeah, it's super interesting also about the picking, you know, because there are so many cards that are just so freakingly break even. It's crazy, honestly. Not defending was correct. No, that was, I mean, we don't need to hindsight that, right? I mean, we did not defend because we are very sure that we take more damage if we do play defend. So there is Halt, there is Crescendo. Halt, let's just talk about it very quick. And honestly, we could also like, if you're already on it, we can probably also reassess the Sash Strip, because I think we haven't done that. So maybe we have, but I think on the journey we should definitely reassess those cards, because it's not about what happens if you find the bomb, you know. If you find the bomb cards, you just pick the bomb cards. The question is, like, is the Sash Strip helping you early or not, for example? But I think the reason why Sash Strip is just not is that against cubes it's just complete garbage. Against the Knob it's also pretty bad, because you want to kill the Knob. You don't want to weaken him and take 36 in your pretty face. And I guess against Lagavulin it's okay, you know. Like, that's pretty much the only fight where I would think the Sash Strip is good. And later, you want to kill your opponents. You don't want to weaken them by 1, you know. Maybe there is one exception if you know. It's just not very good. So what about the Halt? The Halt against the cubes is interesting because you can stay in eruption by playing it in the first iteration. So that's cool. You can also, but usually if you block and then you vigilance out, you already are blocked in, you know. So that's weird. Against an Knob you can play with Halt, but not really. I mean, like always, you cannot really block and you want to get your Wrath. So it doesn't seem like any good, honestly. Against Lagavulin it can work, but you know, you don't want to be stuck in Wrath, so you would need to play Halt into Vigilance. That would work. In hallways it's also like, if you're in eruption you usually want to kill. Halt is kind of a card you want to have, either if you have like way too much Wrath, right? If you already have 2 Wrath sources, that this actually works is much higher, the likelihood of that. Or if you actually have a lot of exits later, you know, you have card draw, Wrath and exit. You can basically play Halt as a real block, and then you still can come out. I'm referring to that in Act 1 and Act 2 you want to kill your enemy, you don't want to stay in Wrath, you can never take the hit. You also don't want to stall it out. And once Act 2 is finished, very often you won't kill your enemy despite being in Wrath, right? And if you don't kill your enemy despite being in Wrath, suddenly the block does play. And then there is Crescendo. Nowadays we are actually picking it over nothing, and I think the assessment is very easy, right? I mean, against hallways, it's not definitely a bad card. If you draw it in the first hand, sometimes you can even kill the hallway, you know, so it's not like a brick in that way in the first hand, in the first draw. Against the Lagavulin is obviously insanely good. I mean, you get this card and it retains, which means you can set it up in your hand. You are guaranteed to at least have this eruption turn. I mean, against Lagavulin, very often you're in calm, right? And then he's doing his thing, and now you want to deal the damage in the turn in between. And if you are not the lucky one to draw the eruption in the turn in between, or are not able to set that up, you probably won't deal a lot of damage in that turn. But the Lagavulin doesn't attack you that turn. So it's of utmost importance to be in Wrath in the empty turn, right? And Crescendo does exactly assure that. Against the Knob, it's also not bad, right? I mean, if you draw it in the same hand with Eruption, sometimes you can just use it to deal more damage. But more so, or more importantly so, you want to go into Eruption. And best would be immediately. Crescendo helps with that. But latest turn 2, you know. There's also the Exhaust if you go Infinite. But in general, I think it just is slightly helpful in average. And that probably makes it a pick over no pick. Even against the cubes, you know, sometimes like you have a Vigilance in your hand, you already have some attack cards. It doesn't hurt you to go Vigilance, Crescendo, play some attacks, even if you take the hit. Or Retains to be guaranteed to go into Eruption the turn after you pass. If you have stuff like Bowling Bash, maybe sometimes you want to go directly Crescendo into Bowling, right? And once you pick a Rushdown, which usually is also your pick if you see it, this will not even be negative, but it will actually be positive. So yeah. This then might be a good example for that, by the way. Here you need to block pull in, and the Eruption strikes, so it does kill the rare. One option to play this here would be to kill this one and Vigilance out for 4. I was just saying, no matter what we decide here, Crescendo stays in our hand. Which can be interesting. There are also some other things, like if you get like some crush blows, you can go into that, or if you get Akabeko, it also amplifies your damage by slightly. This is very off topic, but as a Watcher, my preferred character. How is that off topic? No, Watcher is amazing. I love the Watcher out of many different reasons. Ironclad is also a ton of fun, and Defect also is a ton of fun. I've never really gotten very warm with the Silent though. It's the Silent doesn't hit me as like an interesting character out of different reasons. But yeah. Okay, so what happens if we go Vigilance here? Like Crescendo Strike Vigilance. We take 4, and if we draw Eruption, we cannot necessarily already kill the green slime, so it might already end up being ugly. If we play the full Vigilance package, and let's say we draw Eruption and Double Strike, what will happen? We can then play Eruption Double Strike into what? Eruption Double Strike kills the rare, and then we take 7. Which is not pretty. This should pretty much always or very often happen. There's one thing, if the back one doesn't attack, then it's super good, of course. Peter says, oh, quick 7-0, not bad. Yeah, no, that it's we basically speedrun the runs until 7-0. One interesting thing is that Yeah, I mean, Peter knows that we are always like, I mean, we had some discussions about win rate. I mean, not personally. I'm just saying in general. And one interesting fact, which hit me as interesting, was that at 95% win rate, 14-0 is like 50-50. So I was thinking how I can combine the challenge with maybe a little bit of win rate tracking. And what I came up with is that I just played the games from 6-0 series. And the expectation is that half of the streaks should be above 20-0 and half of them should be below 20-0 at the 95. And this is what I will do. So I will just see. I mean, we will have some runs, like some streaks until we actually hit 50, and this will be also a directly good tracking on. I mean, I'm pretty certain we are around 95, you know, but it's super interesting now because the problem was like with the win rate tracking. The first games are of course spammed. I mean, I do not play seriously like on 0-0, right, or on 2-0. That's stupid to do that because of the nature of the challenge, right? But like this, we will be very likely to determine whether we are actually above or below 95, which is super interesting to me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the win rate goes in the dump if you track all exactly. Yeah. So I'm super interested in that. Currently, as you know, 2 of the win streaks ended unfortunately below 20 and 1 ended above. So I'm super interested in that. Okay. So yeah, again, I don't know. Like the layout is a little bit. I mean, we can double strike the gray slime next turn pretty much always or very often, and then we block 1. I will go for the quad defend. It seems good given the crescendo in our hand. I've not completely crunched the numbers, but I'm quite certain we are probably getting away with some because we have crescendo. Now this is the thing we talked about where we can eruption double strike back, defend for taking 7, or which could have been a little bit avoided by taking 4, right? There was still, of course, the pattern of the green slime. Yeah. Unlucky the little guy attacks, yeah. So there is no other option, right? We just burn the green slime, and what, we are one of killing both? You mean with the crescendo play? Yeah, because that's just, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to do about it, right? I think depending on the green slime, I mean, it's kind of like this, right? Like if the green slime attacks, doesn't attack, we're always good. Like with no life loss. That's already pretty much. Because we do have crescendo. So crescendo basically assures us to never take any damage in 20% of the cases. I think we never take more than 7. So in the max case, we take 80% multiplied 7, which is like 5.6. And with the other line, the problem is we are not ending our life loss at 4. If we end the life loss at 4 and the fight is finished, no problem. But that wasn't the case. It's 4 plus something. And I didn't really dare to find out what this something would look like. So this. So what are we looking at here? I mean, there's always this trash talk of the signature move. Super interesting. Omega interesting. Omega interesting. Don't say I've loved this challenge. Yeah, it's great. Almost never get the chance to see it live. Yes, surely not. I mean, at the moment we have 3 AM at my place. So it's not a surprise that it's usually off your time. But I'm happy that you can catch some live. So, and once it says even the signature move is worth considering. Yeah, absolutely. And not only because the strike remove, but also because crescendo pick, right? With the crescendo pick, the eruption is a card you have to play before signature move. The crescendo is a card you do not have to play before signature move. So super interesting. I wholeheartedly agree. So let's talk about the consecrate. What about the consecrate? I think the boss is the Hexa Ghost, the Guardian. So that is so interesting. Okay, so let's start with the consecrate. Consecrate is an AoE which is on the same level of conclude and of bowling bash. Me personally, I do not think bowling bash is worse than consecrate. I think they are all very much on this very same level. So consecrate even sometimes being worse because requiring an upgrade and such. Bowling bash is useful without the upgrade, consecrate not so much. Whatever. So the first AoE I would usually see at like maybe 30 gold or whatever. I mean, because Watcher very often also simply does not require AoE if the Watcher is strong enough, right? Currently we pick nothing, so it's hard to talk about strong enough or not. Of course we would pick Consecrate over nothing. There's Empty Fist. Empty Fist is better than the first AoE. Empty Fist is probably, I don't even know, but it gives you leverage against the cubes because you're not stuck in Wrath, and usually fisting kills the cube already with some attacks, and afterwards you shouldn't take way too much damage, right? So, I mean, still chip 15 damage or 20, but it's acceptable, right? But in a way it's so much better against Lagavulin, and in a way it's also partly okay-ish against the Knob, depends, right? But certainly better than the Consecrate against the Knob. So it seems to me that this Empty Fist is usually slightly better than 30 gold. Also being the first exit enables Flurry, enables all kind of nice things. Maybe in the ballpark of 40 gold or whatever. And then there is Signature Move. I mean, how people talk about Signature Move is kind of a break-even pick. Probably, actually how people are talking about this is basically a no pick, right? People are not picking this. So as such, if I would believe people, minus 20 gold. So not even comparable with this. But I think Signature Move, it really depends on a lot of factors. And depending on a lot of factors, it suddenly can be pickable. And I also have to say, like, from real testing, I was always okay with it, in a way. It deals a tremendous amount of damage, like really, really high damage output. Amazing upgrade. And usually never falls off. You gotta build around it, but gotta build around it simply means removing strikes. And then bam, you know. It's kind of the 80 damage, like how long do they carry you? Forever. I mean, the 80 damage are even good enough against the Time Eater, honestly. Against Spire Shields, Spire Spear still, you know. It's kind of like, what does your late game look like if you pick Signature Move? I mean, hell, you can even go... A Signature Move basically solves the front load damage. And how would like a solution for scale damage look like? I mean, Signature Move with enough blocking game is also enough damage even without scaling, honestly, which is crazy, right? But scaling could be even something like a pressure points, really. In the late game, you know, usually pressure points is weird because it doesn't align with your other attacks, but in this case, you already have your attack checkmark, which basically means pressure points. It's kind of very synergizing, right? Signature Move clears all your front load damage, and the linear fast damage fights, also the AoE fights, where pressure points is really bad, right? Pressure points is really bad in AoE fights, and Signature Move does do exactly this for you. And then you have pressure points which are amazing scaling, right? I mean, pressure points are freakingly, crazily good scaling. Now, usually pressure points are very bad with attacks because you need to kind of block and stall in. But you will also always find as many pressure points as you like. It's a freaking common, right? So, as such, it's definitely possible. And Now, one block avenue goes away, which is talk to the hand. There are two very big blocking avenues. One is dancing with Mental Fortress. That's a little bit more difficult with a signature move. And another one would be talk to the hand, which is also a little bit more difficult with a signature move. So the two best block avenues go away. But you will receive another block avenue, which is Calm Like Water. Unfortunately, Calm Like Water is an uncommon. It's a Metallicize ++, which you can upgrade to Metallicize +++. In a signature move deck, you will usually look at pressure points and preferably, you know, Metallicize +++. That would be amazing. Cannot always do that. If you don't do that, you have to divert to something like Dexterity. So I guess if you go signature move, you might have a blocking problem later. Which is interesting, but true. So much about that. We already picked Crescendo. That speaks a little bit for signature move, but not massively, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's also Wrath. But yeah, no, that would be okay. There's also the shop where we can actually remove a strike. Removing strike is, of course, good for the signature move. And some hides if you find more crescendos. Yeah, signature move, you can also put a hide into your deck and then you can block like this, right? You can go Eruption, hide, block, hide being also a common. You can upgrade that card. It makes sense. Ultimately, there's also the thing about the Guardian. So against the Guardian, you would rather like to remove strikes somewhat because they are not really good against the Guardian, but at that, I mean, with the same note, you can also just pick a normal block card and that should usually be enough against the Guardian because the Guardian is also a damage and a block check, and damage, the Watcher simply does have enough damage, right? So it's only about the block, and if it's only about the block, 20, 25 HP are usually enough, specifically if you have a bailout potion. But it's also true that by picking signature move, you have such a high block density that at least you would not need to care about the blocking game, probably enabling us to go with like 5 or 10 HP, maybe even 10 HP less into the Guardian fight. Hey Sky Guyla, thanks so much for the submit. So, next question mark could be a remove as well. I think it's probably signature move over nothing, but not over empty fist, right? Like that's probably what it boils down to. I guess. Not sure. I mean, there's also the thing that going into the elite without a fire, let's say we remove a strike, Eruption can only be played with a signature move if he did not draw a strike, which is kind of sad, right? There's also the thing that if he went into Eruption for whatever reason and we draw this in the same hand as signature move, he can suddenly not play that as well. One thing in Vigilance, we can usually play it. Yeah. That being said, we also calculated the break-even threshold on the signature move and realized, hey, we do not always need to be able to play it. It's probably already good enough if we can play it in. And this is interesting, right? Because what would you expect from a 2 energy card? 20 damage. So this card delivers you 10 more damage. And for that you can probably like just 10 damage on top, you know, just for free. So let's say you would get 10 damage on top. That's how often can you break? Like if you break a card is not 10 damage, you know. So What I'm simply saying is if you can play it 40% of the times, you're probably happy already. Which is kind of silly, but probably true. And so you draw the signature move, you draw 4 other cards. That's 1/3 of our deck. And currently we have 6 energy in the deck, so 2 energy in average. Which means that you can probably play the signature move 60% of the times, while only needing it to play 40% of the times, or let's say, yeah, 40 to be okay. But again, it's not against nothing, but it's actually against Empty Fist. Still not also sure against the Elite. Since we haven't picked anything and we will also not upgrade. Only because of 9 damage card, you're certainly still lacking damage against Lagavulin. And you're also still lacking damage against Nop. Even with removing a defense? Well, probably. And against the cubes is also not super pretty. And what can a signature move help there? Yeah, a signature move deletes the Nop standalone. We can even draw it still turn 3, but there's that. It can delete the cube standalone. It can also delete Lagavulin standalone. Which is just very interesting if you think about it. It's the fact that we are rich and I think buying a purity in the shop. Or we won't buy a purity in the shop. We won't buy a purity in the shop. It's just that I'm pretty happy about the signature move in general. You can also find energy, then you energy potion, then you suddenly skyrocket the chance of you being able to play signature move to a lot. Right? Yeah. So honestly, I don't know. I mean, we played some signature move decks, and I think we won them all. But it's not very often that you end up with a signature move, so maybe that were like 3 runs, something in this magnitude. Definitely makes for interesting decks, but since we are going for winning as many games as possible, just so interesting. I don't know. I guess against Guardian is better with the signature move. I just wonder about this talk to them mental fortress thing. Oh. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, what will happen? We pick signature move, we remove the strike, we probably remove. There are a lot of question marks, yeah? No, 1. And then there's another 1. And then there are some more, so we probably will see 1 remove. We remove another strike. And then we have a signature move to always activate the Guardian. I also have to tell you that I am not really that fond of Empty Fist. I mean, I was not telling 50 gold or 40, but 50 is actually if you have upgrade options. I mean, do we have upgrade options? Not really. I mean, the earliest point would be here, where at that point I probably rather want to upgrade Eruption and something else. And later the damage from the Empty Fist will fall off eventually. So, I'm talking about that without the upgrade, the Empty Fist, I really don't know about the Empty Fist. I mean, the damage against the Nob isn't there if you have Empty Fist. You cannot even use it to exit, because then you don't kill the Nob turn 3. So that's kind of weird, you know. Against the Lagavulin is mostly about the exit. It still doesn't generate damage for your deck. And against the cubes it completely depends. I would think that Empty Fist is probably the best against the cubes, but I'm really, I don't know, being put off by an Empty Fist minus. It could even be on the same level as the first AoE pick, honestly. If you ask me whether I like Rolling Bash or Empty Fist more, maybe Empty Fist, but not by a lot, you know. Without the upgrade. With the upgrade, it's different. Like, if you can upgrade it, it's suddenly very good damage. Even against an op, because 28, maybe you can even exit into nothing and still kill. Against like a Woody is super damage, then suddenly, you know, like it's just like 10 more. Which you usually will also result in you upgrading actually Empty Fist and not Eruption. Because the +5 do play so much harder against Nob like this, you know. But without, it's just a very good upgrade, you know. But without the upgrade, I don't know. It will be pretty bad in the late game as well, the Empty Fist. Maybe we should just take the signature move. I'm also not exactly sure how much you really shut off the other paths. What I'm saying is, Infinite is probably more on the table with the signature move than with the Empty Fist. With the Empty Fist, you still need to, in my opinion, you still need to add cards, you know. Maybe one AoE, maybe one big damage card, at least, you know. Maybe more, because, you know, Empty Fist doesn't do that much damage standalone. With the signature move, probably not so much. You can, yeah, you can remove a lot of attacks, and so probably the infinite array is more often with the signature move even. And so this isn't excluded, like talking about blocking game in the late game, right? About blocking in the late game. And what else? I don't know. Some things are a little bit ugly, like lesson learned of course is a little bit weird with the signature move. But yeah, overall, against the Guardian as well. So we are basically getting paid 10 HP by picking it now. I think that's okay. Yeah. And also, I mean, there are some things maybe also. I mean, Scissors is not even that bad with the signature move. So I guess. Also in Act 2, you know. I mean, Empty Fist, okay. Like, you exit, you probably still don't kill an enemy. Signature move does kill an enemy. Once upgraded, it does kill the avocado. Also makes definitely for a faster game. And, okay, we are already at 7-0. We want to go for win rate, but I think 7-0 is still low enough to kind of say, okay, two things. Number one, with this, our run is much faster. Number one, small, you know, small reason, but it's a reason. Number two, if you want to try it out, if you are already very close on it and it's like a very little, we are not exactly sure yet. Let's see once again what it actually does. About the blocks, I talked about Talk to the Hand, I talked about Mental Fortress. But again, if you find Mental Fortress, maybe Infinite is still very much on the table. So there's this one thing. The other thing is, if we find Talk to the Hand, it's not that we have to commit on this, right? I mean, what I'm saying is Talk to the Hand next pick. I guess at that point we say, okay, we pick signature move like we usually pick AoE to solve the act, and later it's clutter. We might even have an argument that this is less clutter than AoE would clutter. So if we pick Consecrate, we use Consecrate to clear the act, right? Now we pick signature move to clear the act, now we see Talk to the Hand. In the late game, Consecrate will be complete garbage upgraded even. Let's say we put even an upgrade on it, right? We Consecrate, we put an upgrade on it. It carries us through Act 1, Act 2, and afterwards it becomes trash. Okay. Complete trash. Garbage, yeah? Blank. Now, signature move, if you upgrade it, let's say it carries us through Act 1, 2, which could very well happen. I mean, this can even like deal a lot of serious damage to the elites even. In a way that you bring a lot of gremlins into range to be bursted, for example, right? Latest with the second signature move, she's dead and such. And even in the late game, even if we decide to not build around it, it still sometimes steals the 80, you know? So, we will see. But I'm pretty confident that the signature move is being trash talked more than it actually does deserve. So, against the Guardian we get another 10 HP, maybe even 15 HP. Because signature move guarantees to always proc the Guardian. Whenever he is doing his stuff where he charges up, it always procs the Guardian. So that's massive, and it always blocks in later, right? So I think that's pretty massive. Do we upgrade Eruption? No, we remove his strike. We could also transform, but now every attack is like something we don't want to have. So remove his strike. With the signature move, you really want to remove all your strikes. So yeah. Yeah. Any smites are of course now with the signature move, no? The prostrate, yeah, no, I don't buy anything here. Also not the prostrate. We have the feather or we have the pantograph. Like water on sale. Let's remove first. Right, let's remove first and then we can still think about it. So I want to buy one of these very overpriced relics plus something. So it will definitely be one of these very overpriced relics. It's either Pantograph or it is Eternal Feather. We will probably stay small. This is 6 HP, this is 12, so Pantograph is better in this act for sure. DHP does play because it's a Guardian. In the next act it probably heals around 21. Pantograph is still better. In Act 3, Pantograph is way better because not only does it heal roughly the same as the Feather, but once you go into the second boss it heals you again, you know. That's massive. Also in the heart, against the heart after the Spire Shield, Spire Spear. So I'm pretty certain this is better than this. We have the Sagas to play Siren for the relic. Yeah. And I don't have any problems with that. So we have the gold. No. Okay. So, and also signature move means you want to rather stay small. That would be also another thing. So now about the potions / like water. Yeah, the like water would be something I would pick over nothing. We also talked about signature move where we can do it, but we are not really ending in calm all the time. So it feels like a potion might be a better idea. No? Might be, I don't know. Maybe like water is better. How does like water sound? Like water is of course super good in the Guardian. Now, given that we probably go to the Guardian with 10 HP, then we have Pantograph, we have 35. We probably already have more than enough against Guardian, so that's not an issue. Like water is very early, like into Act 2, you know. In Act 2, like water doesn't perform so well. Later it will be okay again. But the idea was not to buy like waters, the idea is rather to pick them if they show up over nothing. So maybe we should buy a potion. Draw, power and vulnerable. Vulnerable is doing nothing against the cubes. I guess against the cubes the signature move is actually kind of super nice, right? I mean, we could probably play the first time on site. We don't have enough strikes to deal the chip damage. It's not true. Eruption. You know, crescendo signature move. And then in the redraw, it also kills another cube. Funky. Draw potion makes less sense with signature move. Depends, I guess. But I hear you. You're saying this is expensive, this is expensive. We already have enough wrath. So against cubes you're probably okay. Against like a Boolean signature move is also kill. We don't really need the vulnerable potion for that, right? I don't know. What do we want the vulnerable potion for? If signature move kills anyways? The more chance to draw another attack? Yeah, but it would be rather to find the signature move, you know. Kind of in that way. Do we ever just pass? Naja, passing, and then... I guess buying this potion enables us to bridge... power potion is garbage against Snob, right? And I guess there's sometimes... I mean, signature move kind of very often also needs to kill. I don't know. A signature move is so... I mean, against a Nob we play the signature move and that concludes it, you know. What I'm saying is there is no vulnerable potion needed. But if we buy a potion we don't see the cleric at least. So that's not bad. Yeah, maybe we don't need anything more. Maybe we can just walk. I mean... What do we have problems with? As once we vigilance in, we always can do this. Okay, but if we do this with this, then the cubes will deal a tremendous amount of damage. I mean, against the Lagavulin, I'm really not scared. I mean, we can always do this, and then this into this is like whatever, 80. And then if we draw it again, we kill the Lagavulin, and if we don't, we just opt out and then bam again. So that doesn't make too much sense to me. Against the Nob, it also seems to me that... I don't know, okay, if we draw this first, then we are lacking damage. Let's say we buy potion, we dodge the cleric. Cleric is good for us, yeah, the cleric which removes is good for us, but not the cleric which heals. So, 27, 57, cleric can heal us then, so whatever. Yeah. And then here we might remove from the cleric. So... yeah. I guess vulnerable to... maybe bail us out of some bad situations? But I don't know. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, strike signature moves never. So... oh, Blessing of the Forge just the same, but better. Cut through Fate. Cut through Fate is not that bad. You can pull the signature move if you think you can play it. And if you cannot play it, you can just use the cut scissors to draw into nothing. Currently real cards of the deck are only 9, which is interesting. But yeah, I mean, stuff like Infinite requires Rush Storm pretty specific. Otherwise it would be a lot of Calm Like Waters, Empty Minds and such. So... I wouldn't mind the Cuts through Fate. Cuts through Fate... oh! I forgot about that. Something like Cuts through Fate also enables you to play 2 signature moves in one specific turn. And at that point it suddenly is good enough for any kind of monsters in the late game. Lord of Gremlin signature move, Cuts through Fate signature move, it just dies. Even the bosses in Act 2 you can now... you can then also defeat. So I really don't mind the Cuts through Fate here. So here that couldn't be Cleric. Instead it's the World of Goop. Tja, the delta is 10 gold for 1 HP. And I think we can do this because what we did is we took the Fear Potion. And the Fear Potion we trade better, you know. If the Fear Potion is, for example, saving us 10 HP, we trade 6 for 1. And now because we spent the gold, we can probably also take this. The Upgrade Potion also should be... yeah, the Upgrade Potion enables us to act as an Energy Potion. On 2 energy actually. So with the Upgrade Potion we always play this, which basically makes us invulnerable against Nob. We even have Fear Potion if you draw this without Eruption. So Nob is checkmark. Lagavulin is also checkmark. We can even pull into this. So the only thing is really the cubes. And against the cubes you can pull into it. We can always play it with the Upgrade Potion. So with the Upgrade Potion I think it's always looking into the world of Goop. Okay. Yeah. We found 1 potion in 3 fights, which basically means we have potion of 50%. I would absolutely not mind using an upgrade potion here. And if you use the upgrade potion here, we can actually go Eruption, Strike, Cuts or Fate signature move. If you do not find... and this is the might of the scissors, you know. So, if you do not find the signature... and signature move kills any of them in Eruption. So, if you do not find the signature move... yeah. The critical mass of scissors... yeah, it's very hard to reach the critical amount of scissors. Scissors are an insanely strong card. Probably a little bit OP, honestly. It's really good. Even if the damage falls off, the utility is still there. But yeah, non-upgraded scissors into the late game is kind of fishy sometimes. If you don't have weaves or whatever. Or no flurries, no scry synergy. This potion is POC. Out of like so many reasons, this potion is POC. Okay. So... I'm wondering if we do Eruption, Cut Through. Either we see signature move, then we just kill. Or we find Vigilance. Then we could just go Vigilance and do the signature move the turn after. What about it? If you see the signature move, we can even next turn... yeah, no. Like this. Crescendo first? Yeah, no. Like if you do Crescendo, then we cannot Vigilance, yeah? Or we really just burst the middle one. I mean, that's also something which is absolutely on the table. Yeah, that we say, hey, we just burst the middle one. After the upgrade potion, we can probably just do that. If we find signature move even better, then we kill the middle one and one on the outer. Yeah, that's probably the best. Yeah, I like this line the best. The reason why I like this line is because we are not required to take the Vigilance then. So, how is it? We can have a very clear signature move Vigilance next turn. Can we? Yeah. And I like this. So what I'm saying is, if we do it this way, we have an extremely clean... extremely clean. Hey, this is so freaking beautiful. I cannot even describe it with words. Perfect setup. Perfect scry. Guaranteeing Vigilance with his scry, because it was a big scry. These cubes have a lot of HP, but we couldn't care less. Annihilation. With the option to play Crescendo on the signature move to kill this. This is so insane. We're still having Defend Plus in the deck. I mean, this is just crazy. Oh, Damaru. Puke. Ah! The Energy Potion. Signature move 100%. 100% on signature move again, huh? Crazy. Hild Perseverance. What, the rare signature move roleplay? Yeah, it's rare because we don't have signature move that often. Because once you actually pick the tech into your decks, you usually do not go signature move. But When we pick it, I'm full on the role play. Oh. What? Now we go Divinity Train signature move. Yeah, yes we do. Yeah, that's 120. And then into cut into 120. That's actually good enough for the entire game. So what height is great with signature move? Is it? I don't know. Tell me. Why? I mean, I'm thinking if we go into eruption, we just kill. Yeah. There was one talk about that height is actually helping us to block in late game. That is the late game. Okay, here's the thing. So let's say I mean, height is complete garbage unless we are in eruption. So let's say we are in eruption. Do we kill or not? Let's say we are in eruption. So we either have the signature move. Do we need the block? Never. Why? Yeah, because we kill. If you don't have the signature move, it's super weird, right? Like, do you want to hide into what? Why are you even in eruption if you don't have the signature move in the hand, right? Can you exit? Naja, empty fist we can never pick. And empty body? You know what I'm saying, right? It does make sense, we don't even have the card draw for it. I wouldn't. Oh? Yeah, we do that. If we take 19, we are still on 20. And 20 is still good enough to take the hit against Nob, if we even take the hit. And Lagavulin should also be a piece of cake. If it upgrades Eruption, that's massive for the signature move. If it would have upgraded Cutthroat Fate signature move or Crescent, that would have been also massive. So I think that's a very clear press the button and see what happens. A large chest. With a lot of gold. I thought we actually already went to a shop and spent 400 gold already. What are we sitting at floor 9 and collected 600 gold already? What the hell is going on in the Spire? I mean, sure, if you find like these juicy antiques and sell them to the collectors for way too much money, then you find a slime pool and there's just gold in that. And the big chest for 80? Pretty crazy. Nice, the singing boat is nice. It's pretty garbage, but since we skip all the attacks, I guess. Oh hell, I love signature move. So, cut first, right? Because if only attacks are on the top, we can always do this into this anyways. But if there are only attacks on the top, you know what I'm saying, right? Then this into this does kill always. So we can as well scout first. Okay, we scouted. Oh. Can I get my gold back? Nah. Okay. So there would be weave, but also prostrate. Now what about the weave? Oh my god. So the weave looks good at first glance. What a garbage. The weave is also good because if you draw it with a signature move, it deals a good damage and enables signature move. We even have the scissors. We can get it back and play it again, right? Even scrying it away and getting it away. So that's amazing. What's not so amazing? We currently have a small deck. With the signature move, we probably want to stay like a small deck. And with the singing bowl, we probably also want to stay a small deck. Now, there are some people talking about this prostrate here. And this prostrate gives us 240 damage. And then we block with our max HP. We already have Damaru. It makes a lot of sense. The game gives us exactly what we need here. And the energy potion? We already have one, right? We don't need more. Is that true? Don't keep the stale one. This energy potion is better than our current one. Yeah, but this is it's really like about the vulnerable. For me, it seems that we can break against an op if we draw this without eruption. So I think I would like to keep the versatility. It's not that the energy potion is so insane anyways. Oh, we also against the burning op, we actually would need that, I think. I literally think we need... Oh, I'm really not unhappy about this vulnerable potion, guys. I can tell you so much. Because signature moves very moiety, but not 108 HP moiety. What is 108 HP anyways? I mean, what is this? So currently we are looking at... Well, let's say we really get eruption. So then eruption 6, do we even need it? I'm currently wondering. So, calculating. So base is 6, 12, 42. No, what? Yeah. 6, 12, 42. 84. 84, 93, 100. That's with the next draw. If you don't kill it with the next draw. 109 if you draw into crescendo. But that's a very specific draw. It would be block, block, crescendo. Then that would apply. If we use a vulnerable potion, we are not faced with all this garbage. Now, there's one thing which is interesting, which is that the signature move is now guaranteed to be in Wrath. Right? And if that is true... I mean, I'm just saying I don't want to take 16 because we are currently at 20. That's all. So, might be better against Lagavulin. I think Lagavulin isn't a problem though. We can set up prostrates. So, I mean, prostrate. Yeah, no, it's true. Prostrates, plural. Yeah. It's true. What I'm saying is we probably go Divinity against Lagavulin and then we kill. Yeah. Until then we try to block in. We also have upgraded block. So, not at 100% yet, but close. Not at 100%, yeah. What you're referring to is if it's on the top, for example, then it's kind of semi-weird. What house is signature move guaranteed in Wrath? Yeah, it's very close to, I mean, we scry now. So if it's not exactly on the top, you know, we have 2 eruptions in the deck, that's the point. Can we kind of find it out by doing the scissors first? Is the signature move in Wrath still good enough with vulnerable only? And the answer is of course yes, right? Because if you scissors first is 101, then this is 9, then we would still need the strike though. Like this into this is not enough, but this into this or this is enough. So, yeah, let's just use it, I don't know. Ooh. Okay, now I'm even happier that I've used the scissors. Now I'm even happier that we used the scissors. So... Huh. What? You don't know if this card improved or decreased the chance? I think decreased. I mean, if we do the cut, it's on the top is bad, right? And otherwise, we massively increase the chance. Because we can basically... If we draw this or this is also never a problem. So, let's say... Yeah, no. I mean, what does this describe, right? So, two of them... we guarantee Wrath unless signature move is on the top. So, it's basically like 12.5% break. I guess there's a thing if the signature move is on the second, then no, but then it's also no, it's probably like 14% that we break with the cut. But if you do not have the cut, I mean, also what means decreasing? I mean, if you don't play the cut, the signature move can just be on the bottom. I mean, then you automatically take 16. Probably not interested. But I also think it does increase the chance anyways, right, to draw both. Because, yeah, no. I mean, of course we play the cut. I'm currently wondering whether a signature move does ever kill without... whether the signature move does even... If the only way to kill is the signature move again, we can also scry it away now. Which is kind of fun. I don't know. So 45 plus 9, 54, 54, 44. And we have 45. So we should take it. We have 45, yeah. We can draw a Crescendo Eruption Strike. That's lethal. Go. Darkstone Periept. Vulnerable before cut was big. Yeah. Vulnerable before cut was pretty big, yeah. And also just having the vulnerable potion was pretty big, by the way. Ha, but the stream is frozen. Darkstone Periept, yeah. What a garbage. Burning Key. Earn. We won't see potions in this act any longer, but that's fine. Mental Fortress. Man, oh man, it really came. What did you say about it? Hey, Mental Fortress is even good with Divinity. So what did you say? Yeah, we said that we can still go infinite. Yeah, I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's still possible. Yeah, we get inner peace, and then we are infinite with Prostrate, for example. Putting that aside is also not bad against Guardian. We are 3 times dancing. Oh, you would be surprised how much block Divinity gives you. Yeah, you go Divinity and it's basically 2 dances. Divinity is always 2 dances. Yeah, which is kind of nice. What I'm saying is, with the Mental Fortress, even with our standard dancing, if it's upgraded, we automatically block 12, maybe more. And whenever we go Divinity, we block another 12. So that's nearly block check mark. If you have 2 of that, it's check mark. If we draw Mental Fortress with a signature move, no problem, then we can play signature move. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Yeah. Sign you in. Yeah. What about this enemy here? Lagavulin is definitely not dealing 20. We even have this. We can always connect with the energy potion. Ah, so yeah, against Lagavulin this is insane anyways. What I've been talking about here. And then there are the cubes. So what about this? We can always connect with it, so it's a 10... yeah, 10 damage. 10 damage upgrade. Yeah, against Lagavulin we also one-shot now. Stop! Hold it. Hold it right there. What? So, yeah, no problem with that, right? I mean, Lagavulin is a piece of cake. And what is scary? No. It's only scary if it's Q. Oh. Yeah, we have 2 potions for bailout. I'm just making jokes here. So how is it? We already have automatic for block. I don't even want to focus this dude. So it seems to me that we want to signature move this guy. We can even block in with this and this. You know what? I make it easier for you guys. We could still decide to do the middle one. It's good that we upgraded it, right? To damage to play. So... Okay, so 2 options. The one is like bursting the middle one. If we burst the middle one next turn, we are being faced by 20 damage. If we, for example, try this, how does that look? Not so good, I don't know. We draw this now. We cannot really block, we cannot really kill. Not so good. We're using the potion for calm and 6 block. Yeah. Hitting the 44 instead of 43 can play. Maybe, right? Maybe. So, what about this cry on the defense? I'm not even so sure, but I guess it's better because we can see signature move faster again. And the cuts of fate faster. And the vigilance faster. We should definitely give this away. Our next hand still consists out of real cards. Yeah. When do we want the calm though? Crescendo, strike, eruption, strike cut is 43. What? I don't know, what? I'm not sure. But what about this energy potion? We could keep the miracle with the energy potion. Not that we do the vigilance, I don't even know why 2 should be better than the miracle. I mean, the miracle is probably better, right? Yeah. Because not being in a stance is also better. Then vigilance can also play. So yeah, I think that's it, yeah. That's probably the best. So if we draw this, then we have 5 draws. Which means that the worst draw doesn't include a defend. And not including a defend is kind of weird. Right? If we do not include it, I mean, we don't want to go eruption next turn. So I honestly keeping the defend does play. right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, this is what you meant. The strike. Ah, the 12. The 31. No, what? If we played the cut left. And strike left, we could have that kill next turn and it could have made a difference depending on the draw. Cut left and the strike left. And what? And leaving the other cube alive. What? I'm not exactly sure whether I follow. Huh? Oh! Aha! Okay. No, aha, okay, jetzt verstehe ich, was du meinst. Okay. Ja, okay. Well, what Peter is saying, if the signature move is, no, what? Aha, yeah, okay. Nee, I get it. So, it's kind of, if we are really doing the strike now and would kill this, then 37 under certain circumstances might make a difference. But I did not even plan to attack this. Also, I actually didn't plan to... Also, my plan was actually to get like... also, mostly not signature move now. And then it's just better that this guy is being on 37. But I actually thought we attack the middle one. Is that inaccurate? Yeah, with kind of the idea we still... No, it's okay. We can actually attack the left one. But I was wondering... I mean, I had different things in mind. Kind of... like, this was not what was initially planned, let's say. There was a line where it's definitely better to attack the back one. Kind of. There are always some reasons which speaks for the one. There are always some reasons which speaks for the other. And I think the reasons for the one overwhelmed the reasons for the other. Okay. So... okay, I think it's just Mental Fortress and block in, because signature move kills the other, and Vigilance is fully blocked in automatic. We have still blocks in this, and we killed one cube quick enough. I still keep the energy in case we... The 6 damage don't matter that much, I guess. Or what? Signature move kills 1, and Eruption strikes Scissors is 35. So... we either block or for BAM. Yeah, we have 3 options. The one is to take 2, the other one is to deal 6, the third option is to use the miracle. And we are already having 44 damage anyway, so I think we can just block in. Because we cannot guarantee all the hand anyways. What for them? For them how? What divinity next turn? Yeah, no. That's not how it works. Hmm. Block 16 is a line. Yeah. It is. Yeah, full. I actually want to play block full. Yeah. That was what I meant. Yeah. Yeah, I think blocking full and killing the others is probably the best. Yeah. I like that the most. Yeah, and we go divinity anyway, so. And the divinity also blocks in. I like this the most. We could have not done this without the miracle if we would have went into vigilance earlier, right? No. Yes? No, we could have done that anyways. Oh, whatever. So here. Yeah, we just fully block it next turn, halt, yeah. Yeah, perfect. Perfect Happy Flower signature move. Perfect Happy Flower, Happy Flower. Perfect setup. Perfect Dexterity Potion Guardian. Perfect potion used and utilized. Perfect. Yeah, Tranquility in such a small deck is weird. Before what? Before cut? Tranquility Mental? Yeah, Tranquility Mental, nah. We want to draw a signature move. Pray. Yeah, Pray also. Pray. Pray. Pray breaks our starting hand. Big time. Why would you do such a devilish thing? Because we are looking, we need the 120 or what? But 3 mantra is pretty juicy. Insets are weird with the signature. No, insets are not that weird. I'm just wondering that Prey is something we want. I mean, with 14 cards, we are still just like one rushdown of infinite, by the way. Also, 3 mantra changes nothing. That's also what I think. I mean, either we have long fights where we need like a lot of mantra, then we have time for prostrate. Into the divinity turn. Into kill. But the first draw... It damages the first draw so hard. I don't want it to get garbagged by the first draw. So, scissors to find signature. Pretty clear, right? Pantograph strikes again. As a matter of fact, I do have a pantograph right here in my relic chest. I wonder how this pantograph does heal though. I don't know. But there are some numbers on that. Interesting. Okay, so what's going on here? Yeah, we always proc with the Gambler's Brew anyway, so might as well Vigilant one attack. Very chill and calm approach. The number said 25, the number said 25, yeah. Yeah, here unfortunately I guess we need to go out of our way because signature move does not deal the required damage. Unless the required damage is 80. That is. Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah, or you just I mean, what happens if you do this, right? I mean, 1 and 3. I mean, that sucks. Huh. We could play block, block, block. And then next turn, we can draw signature move into vigilance and then we play signature move into vigilance. What about that? I don't even want to waste that dexterity potion, honestly. We have potion drop very, very low. But we don't have enough energy. We don't have enough energy next turn. That's tragic. That's a tragedy. So you would like to play it slow. Oh, you want to play it slow, yeah? Cowards. Okay. Yeah, we can play it slow. We can play it slow, it's okay. It's okay. Cowards but smart. It's true. It's true. Smart cowards. Okay. So, this would have already killed now, guys. Ah, if you would have taken a lot of damage. Okay, so. And we can just divinity bam him. No problem, no problem. You're so right, guys. I just don't want to admit it. Yeah, energy isn't an issue. Energy isn't an issue, I can tell you so much. Whoosh. It is eruption. Yeah, energy is definitely not an issue. Look at this 9 here. How did we get to 9 and what the hell? Yeah, I mean we could play cut. For 9 damage. Maybe it's okay. There are some draws, right? Like eruption, strike. We take 12. It's still less than the other. That's that. You would keep the strikes out of the shuffle. Yeah, okay. But then we take. Slight overkill. No potion. Potion preservation perfect. Lesson learned. Lesson learned signature move. The combo. The combo arrived. I could not puke more. This is so sad. It simply doesn't work. It simply doesn't work, guys. Blasphemy lesson learned is real. We cannot pick both. Ah, blasphemy signature move is real. It is. But you think we need it? I mean, judging our deck, I have the feeling that we just prebame anything in our way. Also, specifically with the crescendo. Without the crescendo, I would agree, but with the crescendo, Neko, yeah, no. Tiny, oh my god. Yeah, good. Oh my god, no. How bad is that, please? Is it time for the break? Probably. Whoa, exactly 1.5. I was wondering whether it's more or less than 1.5 and then it's exact. Snaggo not good? With a signature move. Yeah, we can talk about it after the break, but tiny house, for sure. For sure. Yeah, this is complete trash. Let's see. Also, our relics are not okay. So. You want snack or what? Snacko currently is +1. Break even. +1. That's not very good. Let's say we go into a shop immediately because we have like 420 gold. We remove a strike. Sure, we do. And then we have a 13 card deck which actually draws signature move very often. Very, very often. And we do have 4 energy for that. Eruption and signature move is usually playable. If he draws with a strike, it already looks bleak. If you do the cut through fate, it also very often looks bleak. Crescendo is also a bit annoying. Yeah, it retains, but so be it. And what about our beautiful divinity? It's off. It's off. And if you draw, what is like, if you pick Snecko, what would you like to see? What are general super good cards with the Snecko? V-Kick, right? Yeah, V-Kick would be amazing. Into signature move. What does this give us? More gold. More max HP. Obtain a card. Upgrade 1 random card. Yeah, Pandora's box is off the table. It only 6 transforms. Defend transform, we don't want it. If it transforms into attacks, we are super sad. No. These 3 are really awful. Pandora's box is the worst of them. It's fine. No, it's not. Why? What? No, it's not fine. It's very like to be bad. Because we still need to remove attacks and then we suddenly have to remove real cards. Not interested. So what is that? Naja gut, Tiny House sucks halt too hard, or? I mean, Tiny House's value... Boah, is it bad? Value 200? Boah, it's really bad. Oh, okay, Pandora's is better than Tiny House. I didn't realize that Tiny House is that bad. So... 6 transforms. Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's like 400 gold and then we still need to remove the garbage we received. You still remove the 2 strikes. Yeah, and you got like other garbage, but I think it's okay. Yeah. And if you gain one of these retain attacks, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you still remove 2 strikes, so you have to play the attacks, but at least the attacks are not complete crap. Yeah, okay. The snake was really not it, right? I mean, if you are really if you are being a little bit honest here, I mean, V-Kick still sucks big time. The only thing which speaks for the no, yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. We can take it. What did we get? No, that was an amazing box, guys. Nee, great that we took it. Sands of Time. Yeah, no, that's definitely massive. I mean, this Pandora's box is as shitty as shitty. Did you just get like or remove our defend plus for this crap? Defense Plus is now Spirit Shield. Yeah, that's very equivalent. Spirit Shield, Defense Plus. That's very similar. I do not mind the like water, despite us not being in calm very often. But, you know, at least it removes once we played it, and we can also at least opt in to do that. Wallop and Eruption is not bad. Wallop is actually combo with Eruption Indignation. Wrath, Vulnerable, Wallop, combo. What about the Sands of Time? Sands of Time usually not that bad, but if you have a signature move, it becomes quite bad. So I guess... And here, Vulnerable signature move. 120 already. I don't even want to talk about Divinity signature move now. We are talking 180. Then we put it back with the Scissors. That's 360. So the only thing we need to... What? We even have the Sands Mantra combo. What about removing the Sands? People claiming you're infinite when we literally have one draw card. Yeah, it's completely absurd. So what about these shops? We only need one shop. Yeah, let's go to the shop. As long as the Sands of Time is in our deck, we are kind of crippled. And look, there are Sands of Time. Yeah, or we just wait a few turns until the Sands of Time, you know, are so cheap that we can just play them. Yeah, you haven't thought about that, have you? Sunflower? Yeah, we even have Sunflower, that's amazing. Not bad. We can Gamblers to kill. Signature move gotta go. This? Yeah, that's probably, yeah. For a split second I thought I messed up the energy. Throw in a bottle. Okay. If you draw the signature move before the Sands, by the way, it's also pretty good. Hey, Hafu, thanks very much for your raid. I hope your Battleground games went very nicely and well. And thanks very much for your sub as well. It's very much appreciated. So... Hafu and Doc, the cutest Battlegrounds couple. They all the love. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. So... Okay. Welcome in everybody. We are currently on our Watcher streak. And this Watcher streak currently has 7 wins. So we are very excited because we are back on track. And currently we are facing these very, very angry birds. And we could down one, but unfortunately... Well, I guess we just... I don't know. Do we do that? I see. Spirit Shield, Prostrate, Mental Fortress, Probeum. Probeum means we take 2 more damage, but for that at least one of these angry birds is on the ground of things. There is one option of the potion. Honestly, I do not believe that you ever get better value from that potion. And we have 30% on potion drop, and whenever we find a potion, we always discard this. Good. If we do this, we... what is dealing more damage, or is it just not matter? Does it just not matter? Yeah, this deals more damage. If you want that. Yeah, Tantrum in the deck is also super important, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we still want to down them later. So, did I just potion for one? Well, it's probably also for the remaining of the fight. Was it just one or what? I didn't even expect to block that much. 24. 15, 19, 23. Nah, the potion is garbage anyways. So, whatever. Okay, now we drew this set. Okay. We can down one of the other birds as well. By basically playing this into Tantrum. And then Tantrum is in the deck again. Not bad. Now we can manipulate our draw if we want that. Vulnerable doesn't really contribute, right? So we might as well do this. We can stance. We actually cannot stance. Huh. Okay. So, what about killing this bird? Will we take more than 6 in the future or no? No. We are not taking more than 6. I think we do. Yeah, next one is catchy. Yeah. Signature move kills another bird. Yeah, I wish. I wish. Signature move is a mighty card. But it does come with a downside. Don't we Wallop and Tantrum? Yeah. And Wallop and Tantrum is not good if we get attacked for 24. Like this, right? These birds need to stay on the ground of things. They need to be grounded. Oh. Sunflower, right? Ooh, ugly. Na gut. Oh, potion found. Save 1 HP there. Oh, empty mind upgraded. Ooh, is that good? Ooh, the perfect exit. And upgraded. Ooh, the perfect mental fortress super stance. Yeah, I think I have to take this. Huh? All our gold. I'm always friendly afraid to miss. Oh, misclick. Yes! We did it, guys. We did it. So, do we want to kill this dude? Yeah, and the answer is yes, of course. And this guy always dies to this later. Yeah, we kill Point, yes. We use a flex? No. Point is getting overkilled by 46. Why would we use the flex? So there is Wallop Tantrum. There's Indignation Wallop Tantrum. And then kill this guy next turn. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Yeah, these robbers should rob somebody else next time. These fools. These suckers. Oh, Tranquility is super nice. Upgraded and such. I'm feeling like running around the Spire with an egg. What the hell? So, how many eruption sources do we have? I count 1, 2, 3. This is less, this is more. At least 3. 1 exit, how many comes? 1. What about making... Actually, we have 4. But okay, make it 3.5 Wrath. 3.511. We need this. And you know what? It does come upgraded. I mean, if we take this, we cannot remove the sense of time any longer. But on the other hand... Now I really don't know. What do you think? I mean, this is not so bad, right? I mean, if you draw this before this, we can play the signature move. And if we draw it after... Then we still have a sense of time, which can reduce in boss fights to 1, and then we can play the signature move again. Max HP is 6. 2 shops are possible. Yeah. Oh. The mirror. Mirror on the wall. Okay, never mind. The mirror is complete trash. The whetstone. Whoa. If we do whetstone on sense of time, we will not be able to remove it. How bad is the sense of time? What we just skip? We go to the shop? Yeah, no, but remove is clear on the right. Really bad in hallways. No, yeah, I mean, seeing how the hallways went, and we also have a fairy in a bottle. Maybe we should just not remove it, I don't know. So, what was with the elites? What I'm saying is we don't have to go to a shop. We can go to a shop. But yeah, we cannot just go to the next shop, sure. No, we are not forced into a shop, no. We could just... But I think we want to go into a shop. So... Left or right shop? Yeah, the left one, because there's a question mark. Okay. We can still decide on the remove whether, you know, it depends on what's in the shop. Mental Fortress? Ja, it didn't do... Ja, doch, ja, wahrscheinlich, ja. Why not? Ah... Oh, memory is not the synergy we are looking for. Meat on the bone and remove would be a possibility. I mean, the thing with the meat on the bone is that we have the fairy, but I guess... Try 3. Hope you know evil. Yeah, memory blocks the pendant, sure. That's a problem. Meat sucks. There is no other shop? I mean... What? Not enough money for meat and remove? Yeah. But do we need the remove? We could also meat and foresight. What about that? I mean, that's pretty good. Meat is not exciting with the pantograph. Meat might be exactly exciting with the pantograph. What do you mean? I mean, you walk through the act, you always are at half HP, and then you heal all the time. And at that moment, after you are finito with the act, BAM! Pantograph. But Peter definitely takes 2 removes over me. Yeah, it's 1 remove. But also, now what Peter says is, nah. I mean, yeah, no. So you're basically disrespecting the meat on the bone. Wow. Good night, Caldera. Okay. Meat is really good. Yeah! Meat is really good. I'm actually surprised that people do not agree on the meat. What's so wrong with the Sands of Time? You draw it into your hand, and you wait. 3, 2, 1. Bam! So you want to save the money and die rich. Yeah, that would be also an option. Removing and tightening the deck. Tightening the deck and the What's Feel No Evil is fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. It's also good, yeah. With the signature move, yeah, that's weird. That's very weird. Okay. Now good, so you're saying not Sense of Time because it blocks the signature move. I mean, isn't Sense of Time usually pretty cool? 1 vault and we are in big business. Now we are removing the signature move. Ach so. Yeah, the foresight is also on a 16 card deck, but we have not so much scry. I mean, we could do that, yeah. We almost have no stall. We don't? Mental Fortress, Spirit Shield, Wallop. I mean, I'm not saying that the sense of time is like so good. I'm just wondering whether it warrants the remove. So the sense of time comes into our hand. But I thought if you can say something with a signature move. Mm-hmm. When does the value of the signature move fall off? Yeah, never. Never. I mean, that's the interesting thing, you know. Did you also want to have the scry power or no? The scry power in our small deck. Hmm. Don't we draw our deck every turn? Yeah, we do. Okay, we can play normal Spire again. Isn't that great? Here, look at this. Is that lethal? Probably, right? No. Huh. Pity. Hmm. Flower not set up. Talk to the dude. Talk to the dude tantrum. Nice. You think it's nice? Good enough, yeah. You're not getting blinded by the usual conception that it's good. I guess the one thing is that we could upgrade it. But that being said, Tandem is probably still the better upgrade. Ha! Weakened. We didn't talk or what? Talk to the tantrum. Probably talk to the tantrum. Vigilance. Empty mental fortress, empty mine. Uh. Concretely Eruption Tantrum Wallop. So 36, 72.99. Yeah, we could use a flex potion before we take a lot of damage. It's only 99, what a shame. Have you used a flex potion? Times 4, 12 times 4, also 8, also 32 base, 64, 96. We can use the cut through fate before we use the flex potion. And try to see something. If we need to use the flex potion anyways, we don't need to redraw Tantrum. Wallop. Yuzu bracelet, what the trash. Yeah, interesting. Deus Ex inner peace, huh? Inner peace is exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. Stance, blah, draw, out, like water. But infinite is alive. Which infinite? What you talking about? Is one of the cards? Yeah, one of the cards. Man. Ha! Be weakened. That is what you deserve for trying to attack us. I mean, matter of fact, she's not only trying to attack us, but she actually is attacking us. But you know what I'm saying. So, Eruption Indic Bam. One line. Yeah. Are we taking damage now? Are you kidding me? Nah, I guess 8 is none. I was preparing for the signature move, you know. Missed the duality block. Oh. That shameful shit right there. What block did I use? Did I even block or what? What was it? What was our blocking part? The prostrate. Ah. Yeah, I blocked like 2, yeah. Gremlin horn from the gremlin. This is sick. But it doesn't make sense. Because the gremlin doesn't have the horn any longer. Unless that's the second one. But I'm pretty certain that this is the horn she is missing. So that actually didn't make too much sense. Okay. Max HP. What, the horn is from a knob actually? This? No! You can see it. Like, she doesn't have the horn. What? It is from the knob? Oh. But is she not missing a horn? What? No, I'm really confused, guys. Hä? Hey, wo ist denn jetzt mein OBS? Willst du mich eigentlich verarschen? Ah, hier. Ah, hier. Hier! Der ist so das Horn weg. Ja. What you see? Ja, weiß ich auch nicht, ja. Was haben wir denn hier? Also, first of all, she's female. It's a different color, though. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, now I'm so freakingly confused. Now I'm so freakingly confused, guys. The knob horn. Does he also not have the horn or what? Yeah, okay, it looks like the gremlin knob's horn. I see what you're saying. Ah, he regrew it. Ah. I see. But why is she missing the horn then? I don't understand. Why is that? I cannot make any sense of it. Talk to the hand or... I mean, against this, I don't know, but... To confuse me. That must be it. Everybody in the Spire is out to confuse me. $80. What do they steal? They steal the garbage, right? Kill a dude for 80. What about just BAM? What, they steal Tantrum? Maybe not. They also shield him sometimes. Wait, are we taking currently, guys? Oh my god, we are taking so much. Like water and tranquility we don't take. Hey, honestly, if I played tranquility, I could have also played tranquility inner peace. Ah, maybe not. Maybe it was okay. Yeah, if I play tranquility inner peace, we cannot do the BAM. We can drink some of the juice. Yeah. That's actually probably pretty good. I want to use the potion anyways. That's pretty good. Okay, so they only stole garbage, right? Indignation and Tantrum. Yeah, perfect. Basically the cards we didn't want to see anyways. Doing some potion on full HP? No! The fairy is blocking everything. The fairy changes the equation by quite a margin. Oh, the potion came back for more. Oh, wow. Hey, King Doinius, yeah, I should definitely play this. This is really good, the game. What Omniscience? Because of the maybe talk or what? And the maybe mental. Yeah, but it's also expensive. What Merle says, I'm thinking this is all trash emits. This? Trash? Ah, Merle is on it again. Man, I actually watched the run you lost, where you skipped Omniscience plus in Act 1. And I was sitting there and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't know whether you saw that, but hey, guys, this is just cruel. That was cruel. That was literally cruelty. I was watching and I was trading so hard. I didn't comment on it. But if you're coming to my channel and trash talking this stuff here, I cannot hold back myself, man. Yeah, no, I was sitting there, you know. Like, he's walking there getting the skill deck. And I was like, yeah, okay, GG. Then there's Omniscience. And I'm like, wow, that is such a luck. And then skip. And I'm like, I was like frozen in the action. I was frozen in the action. Okay, so, but seriously though. Mental Fortress. The thing is, usually we pick Omniscience to find another one, right? And then we can play Omniscience into Omniscience. Now, this is Act 2. So we cannot do that. Which basically means we can play turn 1 for 4 energy. I mean, that's not very good, right? So, I'm literally wondering about the Brilliance. Because, are we not like Divinity? Is it that bad? You think this is like automatic? Peter says, what? He doesn't like it. You're saying, no, we don't want it. We don't want scaling. Because we deal enough damage. Yeah, okay, fine. You want the max HP. Man, oh man, hey. You're not in for some fun? No problem. I can also skip it. Slaver Scholar here, no? It's insane. Nah, we don't pick the Omni. We pick an Omni if you have an option to take more Omnis. So... yeah, we take most elites and then here. Don't threaten us with fun time. My bad, my bad. Okay. So, honestly, I'm not exactly sure what we want to do anyways. Like, is it ever this? Into this? Into this? Into this? Since we can do it? I don't know, probably not. Ah, this is Garbaggio. This is Garbaggio, guys. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? Where am I? Okay, so... yeah, let's... Did you edit it? This time I won't forget about it. So, yeah, so the easiest would be delete this, do this on this. Yeah. What? Null doubles down? Yeah. Yeah, no. But yeah. Okay. If you take that Omni in Act 1, you're thinking Omni for 3 energy makes you weaker. Yeah. No. Also, didn't you end up like with 2 or 3 Omniscience in that run? Yeah. I mean, I could just replay it very quick and just show you how sick that card is. Takes me 20 minutes. But you know what? I actually opted out of that. But it's nonsense. Like, literal nonsense. Yeah. Also the skips, also defending, as usually I understand the approach, right? But also defending the skips which were being made there, dicker Schuh. Big shoe, we say in Germany. Okay. So, what are we looking at here? I can play, this for 4 times 6. 4. Yeah, we just do nothing or what? What I could do is stance for 12, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know honestly. I guess probably just wall up. Is that possible? Also, wall up, was it like adding the damage? Oh yeah, that does the block first. Yeah, it worked out. There would be a talk to then upgrade it. No. The road is doing great work. Yeah, it does, it does. Oh, I played it again first. Oh, okay, guys, I take a short break. All this nonsense talk about like the poor cards. Always the poor cards are being trash talked. Yeah, every pick there are so many beautiful cards. I'm always getting triggered inside. Like this is like especially in the night. Usually I just shrug it off. But watcher cards being trash talked, you know. I mean, there are so many beautiful ways to utilize the watcher cards. And we are doing that every run because it's so freaking sick. Peter would want the Lifecoach commentary on the Merl runs. Naja, Peter, I mean, did you watch the run? I mean, if you watched the run, I hope you agree on some points being made here. So, but I go into my break, guys, really. So, see you after the break. You didn't watch that one? Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So maybe I want to talk about that very quick to put things into context, because maybe some people don't know that. So it's about the Watcher gameplay, and there are of course different ways to play the Watcher, but my approach is on the Watcher to pick a broad variety of cards in the early game. In order to stabilize the early game, right? So I do believe it's like the way to play the Watcher in an optimal way is to pick very, very loose or very, very wide in the early game in order to be good enough for the early game, in order to stabilize the early game, and then transitioning into the late game with a lot of different options, like in a very, very huge variety. And I have currently a challenge going with Merle, which is kind of like whoever reaches the 50 win streak on the Watcher first. And this originated in a way that there's another way to play the Watcher, which is kind of trying to go very, very small with the deck, right? And in order to execute infinites. Right, infinites, for those who don't know, the Watcher has different kind of ways to execute an infinite with rushdown or with like double inner piece, mantra. Like there are different ways to go into an infinite loop with a Watcher if you are very, very small, if you have a very, very small deck size. And that approach is usually being executed in a way that you pick very, very tight in the early game. To put things into perspective, we are talking about around 40% against 70% of card picks in a card reward screen, right? So if you go into Act 1, you will see me picking around 70% of the times where I do see a card reward screen, I will pick a card, right? So, very often. And if you try to go very small, you will pick a card around 40% of the times, right? So a lot of cards I would pick, Merle would, for example, not pick. And now this is kind of what we are talking about, and why I'm specifically loving also the broader card pick in the early game to stabilize it is because I think the Watcher has like so freakingly many tools to solve the late game. No matter how you picked, and this run is a very good example of that, right? Like we go signature move in order to stabilize early game, and then in the late game, we will find some kind of way to make it work. To make the blocking work, to make the damage deal work. Damage dealing is not trivial, because you do not have some scaling options are very obvious, but usually if you're not going in like direct, very close infinite loops, and you're missing some big damage cards, scaling isn't completely trivial, specifically if you don't find Tantrum, right? If you don't find Tantrum, you kind of have need to find another way to scale your damage. And blocking options are also like a broad variety, whether that might be Talk to the Hand or Mental Fortress if you find those. But if you don't find those, maybe you can do something with like Water, maybe you can do something with Dexterity, right? And Merle coming into, also I usually don't talk about it, right? I would never go into Merle's channel and would tell him that some cards are very obvious picks and he skips them, so I don't like that. I would never do that. I would also not talk in my channel about that specifically. But if he comes into this channel and always trash talks like all the card picks, you know, I mean, it's nothing new under the sun. Like, it's kind of, yeah, you don't like, he doesn't like the picks because he wouldn't do them. But it's also no new information under the sun. And yeah, I mean, it's at this point where, as a response, I kind of criticize also a lot of card picks not being done, which also then might result, for example, in a loss. Usually rather in the early game, but that's kind of what we are talking here. Okay, cool. So with this having in mind, let's go back to this run. So if we want to kill quick, we would need to exit in Ra. Is that possible? Probably. Yeah, Trugmarin likes picking cards because it makes run more fun. Yeah, I mean the discussion is more about the win rate indeed. So it's not, it's less about the fun. I mean, of course, I also like more to play. I find it more interesting to also play wider decks, but it's really about the win rate. Like what makes you succeed more often on the Watcher. Mm. Mm. We take 10 if you don't find anything. What we could do is we could actually scout first. Maybe we should scout first. I think I like this. There's the Dexterity Potion. We can also use that, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Seems like we stay in Eruption. Seems like we're taking a lot of damage. Uh-huh. Was that the line of play? I mean, I guess so, right? Ha! Cool. Okay. So this is 16 plus 21. Pure skill? Always. Always pure skill. What else? What do you mean? Of course. Or I see we took way less damage than not going into eruption. Yeah, that's fair. Claw class. Gain 1 block for each card in hand. Yeah. Yeah, do we have a hidden molten egg somewhere? Or, I mean, what is this? Huh! He comes alone. Hey, 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 I'm here to help you, huh? Well, hey, why do I always blitz out the prostrate first? Man. So bad. Is that a thing? Is there a thing like too many talks to talk to the hand, by the way? I'm just wondering, So here 1 talk is 14, 3 times 14. And this is our next hand. The next hand kills by a lot. So with that having in mind, they stack themselves. They do. We take any flurry, right? And we also take any weave now. I'm pretty sure. Dexterity potion. Dexterity potion sucks, right? I mean, there are only 2 blocks in our entire deck. Shop for 510. Whoa! Whoa! What? The 500 is like 700 suddenly. Yeah, at least we still take. What is the nunchuck? Extra energy. Wasn't just lucky, fine. No. Thanks. Yeah, we thank you. You're the fool is this fool is selling us the relics for way too cheap, and he's thanking us. Can you freaking believe that? So, what do you say? Empty mine. We already have one exit, right? You want to take empty mine? Also, is there some card where we really say, okay, that card sucks? Not really, right? Do we even have a remove? Yeah, Spirit Shield probably, but once we have one, nah, I don't think so. We have so much energy, Spirit Shield is not even that bad. So, yeah, okay, if we have so much energy, we could also actually take the Empty Mind. Prostrate could go, Prostrate. Or Divinity Enabler. Yeah, no. Or keep the gold for the last shop. Yeah, but until then we probably have enough new stuff. So maybe it's just fine as is. I'm just kind of blocking full. I mean, we can now block full without having any danger. I think I like that. Wait, why did I do that? Yeah, why? Huh. What do you see? 7 HP here. Oh. 7 HP. So, what are we talking about? This block again, right? Oh, signature move. What about the signature move? I mean, that's our damage card right there, right? How much is that? 90. We could do that. We're just not. What's the order? Which order? Maybe the block or what? I thought we don't need HP anyways. I mean, that's why we don't have the. That's why we don't have the meat on the bone. So, what is that here? You think it's the other way around? Or really? Okay. How much is that? 60 only. Actually, it's 90. Ooh, 90. You say. Juice, guys. 48, piece of cake. Here's your order. Now it blocks for 8. Are you satisfied now? Is that lethal? Mm-hmm. You need to make sure we get no meat value after trash talking it. Fair point, fair point. As long as you don't start criticizing the order because you could have dealt 5 more to the head, everything is fine. So, it's also very difficult to get confused, you know. The one time I need to play the attacks first to block more. The other time I have to play the blocks first in order to deal more damage. I am getting really confused here. My brain can really not process this. Is just too much information. Literally. It's really hard. For 6 we need 6 energy out of nowhere. $168. Something tells you it's lethal. Nah, it wasn't. But maybe now. Hey, why do I proc the nunchuck always at with the last? Yeah, okay. Peace pipe. Rushdown prostrate. Rushdown prostrate, guys. Probably rushdown. Didn't you just say we liked our whole deck? Yeah. It's good, right? Or not? I like the deck, yeah. If we play talk, we take damage again and then I get criticized again. That I didn't play the block at the end, I'm telling you. Peace pipe. Yeah, nee, in our case it's not so good, no. In our case, peace pipe, isn't it? How is it looking? I could also spirit shield. Oh. Ah, hey, we are drawing so much, man. Can we not draw, please? No gremlin horn blocks. No, it doesn't block. Wow. Halt plus, man. The incarnation of evil. Our blocking game is neat, guys. Our blocking game is neat. Halt duality. Duality halt. Kunai duality. Halt kunai. Halt upgraded. Halt super. Halt interruption. Super omega rushdown halt. Or triple total. Or mental yeah, okay. Whatever. We take it. So we have different avenues to block here. Hide is good anyways, for whatever reason sometimes we don't have the energy. I still have not figured fully why, but we don't. Sometimes we don't. I mean, yeah, where's the energy, man? What? Tantrum Wallop signature move for GG? Tantrum Wallop signature move. Yeah! We could have played that. Very annoying. Gremlin is the energy. We have Gremlin. Everything is good, guys. So how do I do it? Does it even make sense, or is it complete nonsense here? Okay, that looks like complete nonsense. Rather. Okay, let's try again next turn. Right. So we are currently in calm. So let's assume okay, whatever. BAM! Take this. So this is blocking good, right? These are blocking well, right? I mean, oh no, I actually want to kill this. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I can just still do that. Oh, this is 9. Okay, whatever. Change of plans. I just change. I'm like a chameleon. I just can change my plans at every point. Like a chameleon, you know. Chameleon. Okay. Okay, this looks very weird now. I know what you're thinking. This looks very weird. That's what you're thinking. But look at this block we generated. Yeah, you're thinking, how is that possible, right? I'm thinking that myself. I'm like, what? How is that even possible? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing can breach the 185 block here. Teardrop locket. The energy we missed, also fire potion completely no investment. 2 extra energy turn 1, that's it. That's GG. GG. We only need to wear it and we gain 444 gold. That is like on a fashion show. What the hell? Donald, yeah, like Dagobert, we have Max Cruise here. What the hell? The what? They remove the signature move. Nobody removes the signature move. That's our strongest attack card, man. Huh. What is better than a rushdown for 1 energy? A rushdown for 0 energy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Whoa! The shop for 1000 gold, it came! What? Potion belt. Artifact. Toolbox. Talk to that is not. About 84 max HP. Make it 94! What, overhype? Yeah, of course overhype. We already have one. What about the card removal service? We suddenly just out of block. Another rushdown? No way. Nah, these are all good, right? We said Spirit Shield is not so good, right? I want to have the money for the potions refill. Signature move of Scarpaccio. What? Watch and learn. Oh, this costs so much. It's way too much. Yeah. Oh, what is that? Oh, wow. And we can remove the shield at the last shop. I want to make sure that we can always fill all the potions. So that's priority. And if we cannot fill all the potions, I can remove the spirit shield. It's literally our last bad card. What has cards here? Yeah. Which gain energy while blocking. Yeah, that's fair. We can toke it even. Yeah, but we take the key, right? So indignation just comes back again, or what? In the fire. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, we should definitely toke it. The what? Oh! Spirit shield! Oh no. Oh. Yeah, Spirit Shield is indeed not exactly what we are looking for. The Spirit Shield considered a bad card. The Spirit Shield is not a bad card per se. It's just very conditional. So, if you, for example, have a Snecko run, then Spirit Shield is a very good card. A very, very good card. There are also cases where you don't have enough block, because you didn't find the very, very strong block solutions. Talk to the hand and a lot of attacks or Tantrum. Or Mental Fortress with a lot of stance. And you do also have a lot of Retain. Then you can also easily pick it. It's only bad because of Watcher, exactly. But it's more if you didn't find the good stuff, then you could also take it. What green seems like bait? This! Yeah, it might be bait. I don't know. But let's do this. Wait, are we taking damage? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. The Watcher doesn't take damage. We use the Tournament Wien to do this. Now we're talking. Yeah, against elites we are really talking. We have our ways. Oh, Vajra, what? Oh, Sanctity, man. All these good cards, man. Oh, Sanctity, Vajra. Oh, das ist schon sick, man. Oh, is that sick. Hey, this one really hands us over everything. Hand us the best stuff what you got. Thank you. Oh yeah, with this we can actually meme. Or instant play. Instant play. If meme is possible, instant play. What is this? We only have one miracle, huh? Naja. Okay. Oh, wait a second. What am I doing? These have artifact. Oh no, the one time where Spirit Shield would have actually been option. Okay, I need to get the crap together here. I need to get the crap together. It's really like bad gameplay. It's not possible. Bad gameplay is not acceptable. Okay, these are all good. Do we even want this in the dude this year? Probably yes, right? It does draw us cards. So that's pretty cool. Oh yes, what is that? We have an army. Wait, are we facing 60? Oh, we have Mayhem set up, man. Oh wait, our deck is complete crap. Das müssen wir so machen. Okay, shuffle into Mayhem, komm. Okay. I see. Oh, spirit shield suddenly not so bad, is it? Oh. Hey, good that we have the freaking scry, otherwise it would be very problematic. Poh! 18. Aber gar kein Problem. Aber gar kein Problem. I mean, at some point we need to start with the talks, right? Are we in calm? Not yet. Okay. Ja, komm. Einfach mal talken. Einfach mal talken hier. Paw, you're under siege, my friend. So this is not a problem, guys. We got to talk. Free card! Did you just throw 2 cards? Okay, this is freaking too good to be true. Huh. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where this is going. Full block! This is where it's going! If he could scry 6, I could actually set up the mayhem. But as things stand, not so easy. Not so easy! Ah. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, something is missing. Like, a little bit, you know. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But, like, a little bit is still missing. Oh. What? Damage? Nah, we have the damage. Yeah, nothing is missing. I'm just making bad jokes. Yeah, the signature move, yeah, pretty good. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, full HP. Oh. Now immediately need to play. This is the stuff you need to play immediately. The sooner you play it, the better it is. Because maybe you might change your mind. And that's a better... Oh. What did I just do? Why did I not draw cards with that? What? What, the Orichalcum? Did you see the Orichalcum coming in hot? I'm as surprised as you are. Mental Fortress. Let's go a little bit in here. I have enough of playing games. These need to pay. The fools. Hey, where's the rushdown? I thought we have rushdown set up, guys. Okay, apparently we didn't have rushdown set up. Okay. Ah. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, why is the bloke attacking us for so much? Can we do something about it? Is that here a possible play or completely stupid? I mean, it attacks for 72. And we block an additional 72 if we do that. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that's really good. And I don't even want to talk about the cards we draw. Really good. What's happening here? Do we do this or what? The birds got rid of the talk to the hand after the respawn. Yeah, that is true. So we need to kind of find a way. I don't even know, we are still also lacking energy or whatever, huh? I'm not even sure, maybe we should remove Spirit Shield. Not Spirit Shield, like one of the attacks or whatever. I mean, there are some attacks which are just always blocking us, which is super annoying. Huh? Not... They're not dead, or what? I actually want to kill him this turn. Huh? Uh-huh. War Spirit Shield. Okay. Oh, we already blocked in. Good news, guys. We already blocked in. Not a problem. 20. Okay. That's pretty good so far. Yeah, some people here didn't like the spreadsheet so much. Already? Boy. Weave. Catastrophe Plus. If I would have not donkey bought this weave, we could have now bought a potion and a remove or a relic. Huh. What did I not want to see? Wallop is yeah complete trash. And now I wasted a potion for that or what? Man. Not that it matters. We are so strong. No, not that it matters. What about the Wallop? It sucks, right? Unbreakingly blocks our signature move every single time. Wallop is so freaking sad. It just costs energy for nothing. So I took the weave and wasted 2 strength. So that's a little bit sad, I guess. Okay, there's no mayhem in the hand. That's unfortunate. But we could... I mean, we could argue that magnetism is like mayhem. Okay, we could do the reasonable play. Or we could do the garbage play. I decide for the garbage play. Okay. Quiet, guys. We need... Also before, yeah, fingers are very quick here. Very quick fingers here. So... Very quick fingers. Uh-huh. Of course I play it. I mean, that was never the question, right? Did you play the last 3 fights? Did you play all Mayhem every fight? I like that. Okay. So... Where is the freaking signature move? Oh, we already played it, right? We already played it. Never mind. Okay. Okay, we played Enlightenment. Congratulations. Oh, another rushdown if you want that. The win rate of the Mayhem is pretty good so far. 100%. Do we what? The empty body or what? No, what? Nah, I mean 4 card drawers. You want to talk to them quick? Nah, I think we are good on rushdowns. The empty body was a possibility. 100! Okay. 100. Watch out. 100 against 800. David against Goliath. The heart is a goner? Yeah, pretty much. So. How do we start? Miracle Sanctity. Unthrowable. Is that a challenge? Also an Ignition. Secret technique 4? Nothing. I really want to just spam, honestly. I don't know. Wait, I played the wrong one. Oh. No, I couldn't. No, that was fine. Now I want to do the damage, no? I mean, if we can deal the damage now, let's do it. Yeah, what we do next turn or something. Okay. Yeah, what's going on here? Next turn divinity. Relatively quick run, yeah. Yeah, it's true. Another run? Nah, I don't know. I think this is beautiful enough to stop on that. This was a very nice run. I like that one. Yeah, it was a very fun run. I liked it. I saw, yeah, also the signature move. Yeah, I think signature move was nice, yeah. Yeah, very happy with the signature move pick. Yeah, very happy. Absolutely. I mean, at the end, I mean, we also need to say that we found, of course, all the good solutions. But even without this, I mean, just from how the signature move performed, I liked a lot. Especially also then against the Guardian. Because of this, never had problems with the Guardian as well. So that was so cool. Pretty good. What, the fairy is already released? Too fast for you, man. Maybe you shouldn't play so many video games. Okay, just kidding. Okay, guys, okay, was? Asmodee ist am Start, ja gut. Läuft. Läuft. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did, it was a very fun run, and yeah, see you today. Bye bye.